Hello and welcome back to another video, and as if it couldn't get any better, the last video was new helmet day. Now it is not new bike day, but it is new wheels and tyres day, the next best thing. So I was originally running tubeless tyres, the Challenge tubeless tyres on my cyclocross bike. I have now shifted to Challenge with tubular Wheelset. Now you're probably wondering, if you already had a wheelset for your bike, why have you got a new wheelset? Now obviously my main goal is to ride national champs at the beginning of next year, the 9th of January. And in your local league at Wessex League's regional races, your tyre width doesn't matter. So my old setup, if I've got a picture, I'll pop it on the screen. I was running Challenge tubeless tyres, but they were on mountain bike rims. So when you measured them, they were measuring, I think, about 35 millimeters. So I'm cheating. You bloody cheat! And in cross, the rules are they measure your tyres and check the tyre width, and you have to be running 33 millimeters and under. Now, as I was saying, at your local league, that doesn't matter. You can run any width tyre you want. You can run a mountain bike. It doesn't matter. But when you jump up to like national level and national champs, there is a chance they're going to check my tyre width. So to play it on the safe side, I've upgraded to tubular tyres, and these are under the 33 millimeters. I mean, they're probably not too bothered about us backpackers slash mid-packers, but you never know, they might check everyone, so I'm playing it safe. And in all honesty, these bad boys look sexy. Like, we've got the tan walls and the deep section tubular wheel set. Also with tubular tyres, I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to do some testing, but I've seen online you can run lower pressures, and lower pressures means more grip. Yes, science! And the chances are in January at a national race, it is going to be an absolute mud bath. But I'm going to be doing some testing over the next few weeks to see what tyre pressures I like on these. Obviously super important, and it's a real personal preference, but getting maximum grip so that you can put down power out of the corners and actually stay on two wheels is crucial. Now, one thing with tubular tyres, they are glued onto the rim. So with Challenge, they have various different tread patterns. So you've got the chicanes, griffos, and I am running the limus. These are like the full mud tyres. I will have to run these, obviously, on race day. But for me, that's not a massive deal. This will cover me for all conditions. Like, if I was at the top end of the race, battling for first and second, maybe the marginal gains of being able to run a chicane when it's dry will help massively, maybe gain you a few seconds a lap. But for me, my leg power and endurance is more of an issue than what tread pattern I've got. So if it's super dry and fast, I will be running a mud tyre, but that is literally marginal gains. That is the least of my worries. Tell you what, my legs are hanging out in this squat position. But a little bit about the wheels. They are Fourth's carbon tubular wheel sets. They're 45 millimeters deep, and I'm running a Fourth hub on there as well. I'll link the details down below for Fourth's website. But for the hub pervs out there, I'll do a little sound check. I haven't got a lot of room. Oh. Wow. She is sounding and looking absolute fire. But honestly, look at my baby. If Carlsberg did bikes, this is the dream cyclocross bike right here. I'm looking forward to seeing how they perform. The plan now is to do a little bit of testing to check what pressures I like before I race on Sunday, and also to make sure Dad's glued them on correctly and they're not going to roll off the rim. If you haven't, please do subscribe to the channel, because once Sarah, aka the Rocket / wife, sees that I'm filming this video in her office with my bike, this could be my last video.
You got a death wish or something?
Let's go do some testing. So testing time, I'm going to run some different pressures on the tyres. I'm basically going to cut around this field like an absolute nutter. The Rocket is back on the camera and she is miserable, but I know roughly what I'm going to be running pressure wise, so I'm running these at 25 psi to start, and then we're just going to go down from there, and I'm going to cut about and see how they feel. I won't be able to get like a proper gauge until I've actually raced on them, but this is just a rough idea ready for tomorrow. I'm sure the pros have someone to do this for you. I thought the Rocket was going to come and pump my tyres up for me. So I've got 22 psi front and rear now. See what that feels like. Bloody hanging out. This is a full-on workout testing me. So that was 22 psi. That definitely felt a little bit grippier on like this little off-camber bank bit and some of the corners, but we are rapidly running out of time here, so I'm gonna go 20 psi. I don't think I need to go any lower than that. Like, I'm pretty sure that would give me sufficient grip, and I am a bit, I'm not the lightest of riders in the world. I know people run like, I think I saw online the other day, someone was running like 11 psi. That's crazy low. So 20 psi, and then before it gets absolute pitch black, I might have to leave it at that. Do I look fast?
Yeah, really fast.
Really fast. Going around the field like a nutter. Oh, geez, I'm hanging out. So I think that's all I'm going to have time for tonight, because I didn't bring any lights with me and it's getting dark. So that is a little bit of testing done. Massively run out of time though, because I left it too late to come out, and it's getting dark now and it is literally just starting to spit. But it's given me a rough idea of like what pressures I want to run tomorrow when I race. So the course tomorrow, I think it's going to be like muddy, grassy, ruts. So I really want to do more testing around like 22 back and maybe 20 front. I didn't really get a chance to do it. I dropped down to 20 and then we've had to bail before we lose light. But today's just to give me like a rough idea for tomorrow. I'm not going to really fully suss it out till I've got some races under my belt. I think it's just going to take a lot more time till I get it perfectly nailed down. I mean, the wheels and tyres feel absolutely mega. Between 25 psi down to 22, I noticed the difference, and it definitely felt grippier on the off-camber sections. But I don't think I noticed much 22 to 20. I think it just needed more time. I was only doing like a short little circuit at each one. I really need to get some races under the belt at different PSIs, maybe run a little bit lower in the front, more in the back and stuff like that. I think it takes ages. Like, it's never really been a massive focus of mine, but I have noticed this year I go out on races, I've put too much pressure in and just not had the grip, and then I've had to pit and get Dad to drop pressures down and stuff like that. But literally trying to get home before it absolutely chucks it down. It's just started raining now, and I think I'm gonna run probably 22 psi when I race tomorrow, see how that feels, and then play it from there. A little bit of testing done on the wheels. Absolutely love the wheels and new tyres. I've got loads more testing to do on the pressures though, and I think that'll come with racing a little bit more on them and seeing how they feel. I'm interested to know if anyone else races cross, what pressures they're running, tyres, etc. So comment that down below. But we're back racing tomorrow. But first we're off out for a meal with this one. Look at her dressed up, looking all dapper. It was actually the Rocket's birthday yesterday, so we're off out for food tonight. Gonna carb up, ready for racing tomorrow. But I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one for race day.